Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone, and tonight we are going to knock a huge video off my off-season bucket list. We are going to officially give and these again will be my official NFL predictions, as the title does not deceive you. We will be going on playoffpredictors.com and we'll be predicting every game from the NFL season from week 1 through week 18. And then we will go into my playoff bracket and then we'll predict that. Sit back, relax, get the popcorn, get the soda. We're going to be here for probably about 2 hours. As I did this with a couple of my buddies, Isaac Elman and Sam Maurice, a couple years ago before the 2020-2021 season, that took almost 4 hours. Now, granted, this is just one person compared to 3, but I still think it will take about at least an hour, if not longer, to get through the regular season, because I'm going to have a lot of fun previewing a lot of the matchups, and I'm going to be going in depth, I feel, with a lot of matchups. I love to talk. I'm not purposely trying to make this video long, but it will be. So I'm basically telling you this video is going to be long. And if you don't want to watch it, that's okay. I'll probably put a pinned comment in the comments below saying basically like week 18, there's my standings. If you just want to see my playoff predictions, there you go. Because, I won't be going in depth in all 100 or 260 something regular season games, but there's going to be still quite a few. So yeah, prepare yourselves for a long stream. 2-minute intro. Let's get into predicting games after we advertise my Instagram, Fletcher Sports Zone 2. All right, so I post daily sports news, as I think most of you know. Let's try to get to 1,000 followers. That'd be awesome. My old account got hacked at 1.7 thousand, but that's all right because we're going to get a PK in way less time. So make sure you go check it out again, Fletcher Sports Zone. Post daily NFL, NHL, NBA, and MLB news, like Len Dawson passing away, unfortunately. NHL 23 cover athletes. Colts finding a replacement punter, the whole ordeal. I post basically what I think is major sports news on there. Now, as I go to college next week, the criteria may change a little bit. I may be posting way less. Well, I can confirm I'll be posting way less. I might just try to cram everything into like a daily post or a weekly thing. We'll see what happens. But again, without further ado, sorry for the long intro. Let's get into predicting games. And again, I'm going to put a pinned comment down below, basically letting you know where week 18, here's the playoffs, here are my standings, that type of deal. What's up, Nason? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, Nason. Yep, got until next Friday, though, so you'll still be seeing a little bit of videos here and there. But obviously this one, probably being a long one, I wanted to make sure to pump this one out instead of doing the Hall of Famer, Hall of Good Linebackers edition, which is what I originally planned. All right, let's get into it. So first things first, we have the first game of the season. All right, and I look at this as setup. We have the AFC, the NFC, and the AFC versus NFC matchups. Obviously, this one, we are going to start with the season opener on Thursday Night Football. Season is kicking off on, I believe it is September 8th, if I'm not mistaken. The Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams in SoFi Stadium. Oh, boy. I cannot wait. We're about 3 weeks done with the preseason now, and we have 2 absolute heavyweights right out of the gate. I am going to say that in the opener, the Los Angeles Rams win. I'm going to say 35-28. All right, let's go with that. I think that the Rams, they're going to perform well. I think Von Miller is going to do phenomenal, this game for Buffalo. This will obviously be his Bills debut. I think he's going to go crazy against his former team. He might get 2 sacks and maybe a forced fumble. Tre'Davious White's going to be back in the secondary, which is good news for the Bills as well. But, the Rams, they lost Robert Woods. They gained Allen Robinson. They pretty much kept the same team. Now their running back core with Cam Akers and Darrell Henderson's going to be staying healthy. Matt Stafford, I've heard, is getting more and more of a rhythm in the Rams offense. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. Obviously, I do think Buffalo's going to do great, but I think the Rams will take game 1. And as you can see there on the sides, you can actually see the standings change as I predict the games. That's another reason why I love to use this website. All right, moving on to the AFC side. We're probably going to be doing whatever the Thursday night game is first, if I know what the Thursday night game of that week is, and then we're going to do AFC and then NFC matchups. All right, so we'll go to the AFC first, as I mentioned. Colts and Texans. I'm going to go with the Colts here. I'm not going to necessarily predict a score for this one, but I do think that the Colts will win. Matt Ryan will throw for about 350 yards in his debut. I am expecting good things out of Davis Mills, but not necessarily in week 1. I think Shaquille Leonard now, of course, Darius Leonard, but if you didn't know, he wants to be called Shaquille now, which I respect. Darius Buckner, DeForest Buckner, not Darius Buckner. The Darius Leonard, DeForest Buckner confused now. I think they're going to do fantastic in this game, especially because they've won their last 3 or 4 games against Houston, and Houston's offensive line, other than Laremy Tunsil, is still pretty mediocre. Give me the Colts in that one. Michael Pittman Jr. is going to have a good game. Bengals Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky, I think, will win the starting job for Pittsburgh, but he will have a rough debut in the jungle. The Bengals are looking for vengeance, man. They came so close to winning the first Super Bowl in franchise history. They're going to absolutely thrash their division rival week 1. Remember that week, 13 or 14 game where the Bengals dropped 40 on the Steelers like it was nothing, and Joe Mixon had 3 touchdowns? Expect that again. Just expect that again week 1. I think the game in Pittsburgh will be closer, and obviously we'll get to that, but definitely giving the Bengals the week 1 win. I do not think they're going to have the Super Bowl hangover. Fingers crossed I didn't just announce or jinx them. Moving on to the Ravens and the Jets. Since Zach Wilson got injured during a couple weeks ago during the preseason against the Eagles, we might have our Joe Flacco versus Lamar Jackson, a little revenge game for Joe Flacco. I think, though, even if the Ravens had to start Tyler Huntley, I think Ravens still win that one pretty significant. I think, it's going to be a passionate game for Flacco, and the Jets are obviously going to want to stay competitive with or without Zach Wilson. And I do think Robert Saleh is, a coach to motivate his players, but Baltimore is just too good, and we're finally going to get to see them healthy, right? Looks like J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards will be back. Marcus Peters is likely back. And the Ravens are rolling. They've won 22 straight preseason games or whatever it is. They're going to be rolling into week 1. The Ravens, I think, have won every week 1 game since 2017 or 2018. They're a pretty dominant week 1 team. So I'll go with the Ravens winning that one. Patriots and Dolphins. Oh my goodness, man. I don't know what it is. And I think people are sleeping. I think people are snoring on the Patriots this year. I think the Patriots are going to be ridiculously good just like last year. But with that being said, they can't win in Miami. And Tua Tagovailoa is undefeated against Bill Belichick. Now, we'll see come week 17 or week 18. I think it's week 17 when the when the Patriots and Dolphins play each other again. We'll see if I change my mind then, but in week 1, I'm giving Miami a 33-30 walk-off game-winning field goal by Jason Sanders, all right? I don't think Tua's going to be phenomenal this year. Obviously, getting guys like Tyreek Hill, getting Mike Gesicki on the franchise tag, obviously that helps him out a lot. But at the end of the day, I don't see the Patriots winning in Miami. Again, they could beat the Dolphins, but I think it's going to have to be in Foxborough. So just like last year, it's going to be Patriots, Dolphins down to the wire. But again, for at least the game at Hard Rock Stadium, give me Miami. And what a way to begin the AFC West, huh? So we have the Chargers and Raiders. That's a great way to open up the season. The Raiders have yet to lose a preseason game. The Chargers have lost them both so far at the time I'm recording this. I got to see a little bit of the Raiders starters during the, I guess not really a lot, but a couple during the when I was watching the Hall of Fame game. But, I think the Chargers are going to be very good this year. It's in SoFi, so give me – that's pretty cool. SoFi Stadium's having 2 home games in 1 week. We'll see how that plays a factor. But I think I'm going to pick the Chargers for week 1. Again, when the Raiders aren't facing, secondary players, I don't really know how great they're going to play. They've looked like the best team all preseason. But again, it's preseason, Good to see, big fan of Jarrett Stidham. I like to see him, win that backup job for the Raiders in case Derek Carr goes down, as Nick Mullins was traded to the Vikings the other day. But, I still think the run defense is a concern for Las Vegas. Something that no one's really talking about. But I feel like other than Max Crosby, their defensive line in general is pretty mediocre. And I think we could see a 2-3 touchdown performance by Austin Eckler, no problem. All right, now we'll flip over to the NFC. San Francisco demolishes the Bears. I'm sorry, Trey Lance. This is his team now. I'm a big Jimmy Garoppolo guy. Do I think Garoppolo's getting screwed over? Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think San Francisco is going to smush the Bears. I feel so bad for Justin Fields. Just give him offensive line protection. Eagles will beat the Lions. Again, love Dan Campbell. I've been very impressed with him based off of what I've seen last year and what I've seen on Hard Knocks. The most passionate coach in the league. But, I think A.J. Brown could definitely go for 2 or 3 touchdowns in his Eagles debut. The Lions are getting Jeff Okudah back, so that'll be cool if he can kind of reach his full potential. But give me the Eagles winning that one. We have an NFC South rivalry game, Falcons and Saints. Jameis Winston returning from his ACL tear. I think he throws for about 250, 300 yards in that one. The Falcons, as you will see, I don't think they're going to be very good. We have the Packers and the Vikings. Gotta give me the Packers. I think it was also last year Green Bay opened up their season against Minnesota and won week 1. I don't care if Sammy Watkins and Alan Lazard are the 2 best receivers on the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, he might be frustrated with the rookie receivers, but guess what? He's going to make any receiver look decent. All right, and then we have Sunday night. Well, I know that's Sunday night football, so we'll get back to Bucs and Cowboys. Now on to the AFC versus NFC matchups. The Commanders against the Jaguars. This is the Carson Wentz revenge game, of course. Carson Wentz and the Colts lost to the Jaguars week 18, missing out on the playoffs. So Wentz, he's going to be furious, and he's going to want to go crazy against my beloved team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, as you can see. Tony Baselli jersey. But at the end of the day, I think Washington's defensive line is great. I think their secondary, other than Kyle Fuller, is pretty mediocre. I don't really know what to expect from the Commanders this year because I know they made the playoffs in 2020, but then they looked terrible last year, but they were also dealing with injuries last year. I don't know. What I do know is that Chase Young being on the PUP list or the PUP list, he is going to be inactive for this game, and I think that's going to help out a lot. Basically, who will get their revenge? Carson Wentz against the Jaguars or Brendan Sheriff on the Commanders? All right, listen, as a Jaguar fan, I think this is a very, very winnable game that they're just going to lose. This happens all the time. The Jaguars lose so many winnable games, it's ridiculous. Give me the Commanders 27-24. We're going to see a lot of improvements out of Trevor Lawrence this year, and don't be shocked if he throws 2 or 3 touchdowns in this game. But, I'm saying Carson Wentz is getting his revenge, but I do think Antonio Gibson will do a majority of the work, as pretty much since Jacksonville has depleted, Jacksonville's run defense has constantly been one of the worst in the league, and I don't think that's going to be good for them facing Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick week 1. Am I right? I mean, give me the Commanders in that one. Moving on to another revenge game, Baker Mayfield against the Panthers. Yeah, Panthers. Panthers are winning this game. I don't even care if Carolina goes 1-16 and this is their only win of the season. Baker Mayfield is getting his revenge against the Browns. I talked about that in my Mayfield video reaction. I made that a couple months back when he got traded, but definitely picking the Panthers there. You'd be stupid not to. Jacoby Brissett he hasn't even taken a snap all preseason. I don't know what Cleveland's doing, but give me the Panthers. Chiefs and Cardinals, very good game. This will probably be on Fox, I believe, but give me Kansas City. I do think that the Cardinals are very overrated. But hey, I mean, I'm up for them proving me wrong. I think Kyler Murray definitely wasn't worth that contract. But we'll see. Kansas City's pass offense isn't great, but their offense is just so incredible. I mean, you lose Tyreek Hill, you gain Marquise Valdes-Scantling and Juju Smith-Schuster. Like, you get two very solid receivers in the price of losing one receiver. They're going to be constantly good. As long as Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and Travis Kelce are there, they're going to be great. Titans are going to slaughter the Giants. I'm not going to give a score prediction for that one. I'll say the Titans win by 20. Say what you want about Ryan Tannehill. Sure, he's a little overrated, but Derrick Henry's healthy now. Giants' run defense is not great other than Leonard Williams. And not DeMarcus Lawrence. He's on the Cowboys. Who's that? Oh, no. What's his name? I don't remember. Dexter Lawrence. There we go. Dexter Lawrence. Other than him and Williams, I'm not impressed with the Giants' defensive line at all, and I think Henry will run for probably 150 yards. I'm not going to lie to you. Cowboys and Bucks. This is interesting. This was the season opener last year. Tampa Bay won. In Tampa Bay now, we're going to be playing in Jerry's world. I'm going to say Bucks win again, 31-28. Tom Brady does his typical thing. The Cowboys are winning like 28-24 with 3 minutes left. Brady gets the ball back, and I don't know, probably someone like Scotty Miller, Cameron Brate, some third or fourth stringer on the Bucks is going to catch the game-winning touchdown. And then Monday Night Football, Russell Wilson returning to the 12s, and he's going to absolutely dominate. I really want Drew Lock to be the starter so we can have the whole Russell Wilson versus Drew Lock aspect. I mean, you're not going to go anywhere with Geno Smith or Drew Lock, so you might as well just start the younger quarterback in Drew Lock. At least that's just my theory. Unless you want a tank, then go for Geno Smith. But yeah, I do think Drew Lock will win that battle in Seattle. And yes, I do think Denver will start off the year 1-0. Wilson throws for 3 touchdowns, 2 of which going to Jerry Jeudy, who I'm pretty high on this year. Seahawks win that one. All right, heading into week 2, Thursday Night Football, Chargers and Chiefs. I got to pick Kansas City. That's going to be a great game, though. Poor Chargers, man. Why they have back-to-back AFC West teams to begin the year? But, yes, give me the Chiefs at home. I think the game in SoFi will probably go to the Chargers. Spoiler alert. But, give me the Chiefs there. They're going to win a pretty good game, 37-34. Patriots and Bills. This game's going to be pretty equally matched. Give me the Patriots, though. Again, I don't think Mitchell Trubisky's going to do great this year. Mac Jones, I think he'll be fine. He's going to be a game manager. I think this is one of those games where you're going to see, a rushing touchdown or 2 by Deontay Johnson. Not Deontay Johnson. Dwayne Harris. Deontay Johnson might catch a touchdown or 2, but I think Damian Harris is going to have a good game. This is one of those games where Hunter Henry could catch 2 touchdowns. It just seems like the Patriots are going to win at not Heinz Field, the new Steelers Stadium, which is a terrible name. Jaguars, Colts. Colts are better. Colts are a way better team. But remember, this is in Jacksonville. This game is being played in Duval County. You cannot tell me with a straight face, yeah, they have Matt Ryan, whatever. The roster, other than the quarterback, is essentially the same. You can't tell me, straight face, I've seen the Jaguars annihilate the Colts in Jacksonville every year since 2015. 51-16, 6-0 in 2018, knocking them out of the playoffs last year, winning week 1 of 2020. Whatever the case may be, you can't tell me with a straight face that the Colts are a surefire week 2 win in Jacksonville. Again, I think in Lucas Oil Stadium, the Colts beat the Jaguars. In Jacksonville, I need to see it before I believe it. Give me Jacksonville 100% there. Browns and Jets. You know, if it was Deshaun Watson versus Zach Wilson, it'd be interesting, I'd say. I don't know who's going to want to sit through a Jacoby Brissett versus Joe Flacco game. Give me the Browns in this one. I think, again, without the quarterbacks playing in this game, it's going to be pretty even. It comes down to who has the better defense, and it's without question the Browns in this case. The Jets defense isn't terrible. Give me Cleveland. Dolphins and Ravens. Call me crazy, but I have the Dolphins going 2-0. And just like how they beat the Ravens on Thursday Night Football last year, it's not going to be because of Tua or because of whatever the case may be. It's going to be because the Dolphins defense knows how to contain Lamar Jackson. That game against Miami started the Ravens skid last year. It really was the cause of that. Miami's defense knows what they're doing, and I am really excited to see guys like Javon Holland, Jerome Baker. They have a lot of young players on that defense that really excite me. Give me Miami starting the year off 2-0. Ain't that interesting? So no matter what happens, the Dolphins are leading the AFC East after 2 weeks. Well, there you go. Broncos and Texans. I think this is one of those games where Davis Mills can definitely throw for like 300 yards, and he's going to make the Texans competitive in this case. But again, it's kind of just like the Browns and Jets game. Like, who has the better defense? It's the Broncos. I got to pick Denver here. At home, give me the Broncos and Russell Wilson's home debut. What a game this is. Actually on Monday Night Football. I don't really care. I guess I'll predict it now. Titans and Bills. Man, both teams coming off divisional round losses. Give me the Bills, though. Yeah, the Titans are going to be fine, I think. I think a lot of people are underrating the Titans right now, but definitely the Bills should be a better team, especially since they're the home team in this case. Yeah, give me the Bills. All right, NFC matchup. Saints beat the Bucs. It's not even a question. Again, just like the Colts and the Jaguars. Are the Buccaneers a better team than the Saints? Absolutely. It's regular season. It is the regular season. Tom Brady, granted, he won the game that counted, which was the divisional round game in 2020, but he heads into this game 0-4 all-time against the Saints in a Buccaneers uniform during the regular season. Make it 0-5. Yeah, the Bucs are a better team, but the Saints aren't a terrible team by any means. Cam Jordan maybe gets 1 or 2 sacks. Saints win this game. All right, Panthers and Giants. Wow, it's already week 2, and we have a terrible matchup. But the Panthers are just a better team, especially if Christian McCaffrey stays healthy. I can't believe I had the Panthers winning 2, like, guarantee back-to-back wins. I know the Giants beat the Panthers last year, but again, the Panthers were pretty much not healthy after week 5, so I don't really know how good or bad they really were. I do think Brian Daboll is a coach of the future for the Giants, but I do see an 0-2 start out of them. Commanders versus Lions. Now, again, week 1, I think the Eagles is a bit too good offensively for the Lions to beat. As for a team like Washington, if Jared Goff plays turnover-free football, the Lions can definitely win this game. I don't see no reason why they couldn't. I think the Lions, we're going to see a lot of improvements out of them this year, and them being teams like the Commanders, it's going to show. Falcons, Rams, oh my God, Rams win 40-3. It's going to be a massacre. It's going to be a massacre in SoFi. 49ers defeat the Seahawks. So Trey Lance goes to 2-0. Okay, Packers and Bears. Aaron Rodgers still owns you. He said it right. He still owns you, and he's still going to own you at Lambeau Field during week 2. Oh, yeah, this is stupid. I forgot about this. So starting at 7:15 Eastern time, the Vikings and Eagles are playing Monday Night Football. And then starting at 8:30, it's the Titans and the Bills. What is that? That's so stupid. Why do we have – it's week 2. Why are we having 2 Monday night games? That's so annoying. I completely forgot about that. Vikings and Eagles is a good matchup. Bills-Titans is better, but Vikings-Eagles is still a really good game. Those are going to be 2 teams that are going to be battling for playoff spots at the end of the year. But why I mean, if you were going to do this plan, then you should have had the Panthers and Giants or the Lions and Commanders. You know, you should have had that as the other Monday Night Football game. I mean, who's going to want to watch? These are 2 very good, high market games that you're basically putting on at the same time. It's stupid. I'm probably going to be watching Bills Titans, but it's like shame on the Vikings and Eagles because, like, why would you watch that when you can just watch a better game in general on paper? Who's going to win? Vikings. That's a bit of an upset, but believe me, the Vikings are going to be very good this year if Dalvin Cook can stay healthy. Cardinals and Raiders. I'm going to give Josh McDaniels first win as a head coach at the third-year stadium now, Allegiant Stadium, home of Super Bowl 57. Will the Raiders be playing there? We'll see. But, yeah, I'll pick them over the Cardinals. Bengals and Cowboys. Ooh, that's a good matchup. Cowboys, this is one of those games where I feel like it could literally be like 41-38. Like, it's going to be wicked high scoring. I'll say the Bengals win, though, just because, like, the Cowboys offense, like, this is one of those games where Dak's going to throw 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, but they're still going to lose anyway, and that's just because, the Cowboys' run defense is just so bad. Like, Joe Mixon could have 2 or 3 touchdowns. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, they're all going to go crazy. All right, give me the Bengals starting off 2-0 and the Cowboys starting off 0-2. Okay, let's see if we can get the Cowboys a win here. Week 3, Thursday night football's Browns and Steelers. Well, if Deshaun Watson was playing, I'd probably pick the Browns. Since he is not, I'm picking the Steelers. Good job. Mitchell Trubisky wins his first game in a Steeler uniform. Also, Mike Tomlin, like, besides that wild card game, just besides 2020 in general, he doesn't lose to the Browns. So we'll roll with that. Titans and Raiders, like, this would have been a better Thursday night game, or Ravens Patriots, or Colts Chiefs, or Bills Dolphins. Like, why'd you give us a bad Thursday night game? I have no idea. Anyway, Raiders Titans, that's tough. That is tough, and this game could definitely come down to who's making it in the playoffs out of the AFC. Give me the Titans, though. I feel like this is one of those cases where the home team's just going to win. If the Raiders were at home, I'd probably pick the Raiders. Titans are home. Give me them. Their defense is a little bit better than the Raiders, too. So we'll go with that. Patriots, Ravens. There is no way. I don't know. Ooh, I'll come back to that one. Bengals are going to slaughter the Jets. Unless Mike White is starting. Of course, if you get the reference last year, Mike White threw for over 400 yards and beat the Bengals. So, unless Mike White is starting this game, I am picking the Bengals pretty confidently. Chiefs and Colts, this is going to be a fun matchup, but give me the Chiefs. I mean, Colts, they're going to limit the Chiefs. Like, this is going to be one of those weeks where the Chiefs probably score into 30 points. It's just the Colts offense will probably score 20 or 24, and they're just not going to win it in the end. Bills and Dolphins. A lot of people have Miami winning this game, and I understand why, but give me the Bills. I just think that they're going to really want to take that division lead. I think they're going to take that week 1 loss to heart, and I think they're going to, as you'll see, I have to obviously look at their schedule as we predict the games here, but I think they're going to lose week 1 and then go on like a massive 8-9 game winning streak. At least that's my thought process right now, and they're going to head to week 11 9-1. Jaguars, Chargers, I love to say we have a chance in this game, but we don't. Justin Herbert is 1-0 against us, I believe, and we also haven't beaten the Chargers since 2017, so picking LA in that one. All right. NFC, Vikings over the Lions. Eagles over the Commanders. Oh, I guess I could predict the scores. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm definitely not doing that. The Saints and Panthers. Saints. So there you go. The Panthers come crashing down to earth. Saints go to 3-0. Panthers go to 2-1. And then, yeah, it's probably the downfall right there. Seahawks, Falcons. Yay. What an awful game. Who's the better team, though? That's tough. Because if Cordero Patterson rushes for if he gets 200 combined yards this game, which he very well could, the Falcons win easy. If Geno Smith or Drew Lock play turnover-free football, and the defense just holds Atlanta to like 10 to 17 points, I think they win this game easy. Oh, this is such a tough game to predict for all the wrong reasons. I'm gonna say the Seahawks win that one though. I gotta do something real quickly. But yeah, give me the Seahawks. I think they'll win that one. Again, for all the wrong reasons, but that's what I'll predict. Okay, Rams will beat the Cardinals. Man, so the Cardinals going 0-3. That's nuts. Packers, Buccaneers. If this is not Sunday Night Football, I would laugh hysterically. You know what? I think I'm not going to spoil nothing, but I think Packers win 34-31. That's going to be a great game, though. Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. And it would be for the last time, likely, if they don't meet in the playoffs. But give me the Packers winning that in Tampa Bay in a crazy good game. Well, I want to give the Cowboys a win. They got their free win against the Giants. What? Again, you have so many good games on this week, like Rams, Cardinals, Chiefs, Colts, Titans, Raiders, Patriots, Ravens. Why is Cowboys, Giants the Monday night game? I have no idea. By the way, I'm picking the Patriots over the Ravens. It just seems like one of those games where the Patriots are another team just like Miami who really contained Lamar Jackson when they played them in 2020. Patriots ended up winning that game, so I guess I'm kind of going off of that. It seems like Steve Belichick knows and Bill Belichick knows something we don't, how to stop Lamar Jackson, so we'll go with that. The Bears versus the Texans. Give me Houston in this one. Davis Mills will show why he should have been drafted before Justin Fields. Hot take. And then 49ers Broncos. That's another game that could have been Sunday or Monday Night Football. But I'm going to say 49ers in this one. I will. Russell Wilson's always been snake bitten against Seattle, disregarding the 2013 NFC Championship game. Other than that, Wilson's been pretty snake bitten against San Francisco, and I do think that continues. All right, so we're now heading into week 4. Okay. Things are going well right now. This is an interesting Thursday night game. The Bengals and the Dolphins. I have the Dolphins at 2-1, the Bengals at 3-0. I'm going to say Bengals 4-0. Again, I think it's kind of one of those things where the home team's just going to win. Like if Miami was playing at Hard Rock, I'd probably pick the Dolphins. The Bengals, the defense kind of evens out. Miami probably has a slight advantage there, but the offense far and superior. Again, unless Tua Tagovailoa does have his breakout season, which I'm not honestly predicting. Far and away, the Bengals have a better offense. I don't care if they have Tyreek Hill now or not. And 3 really good running backs in Chase Edmonds, Sony Michel, and Raheem Mostert. Chargers, Texans, Chargers. That one's easy. Colts and Titans. Winner would take the division lead here. Both teams looking at a 2-1 record. I'm going to say the Titans, though. Let's go with that. Maybe because I'm just thinking because the Titans swept the Colts last year, I'm just kind of thinking like, oh, they might do so again. We'll go with the Titans winning that one. So the Colts actually dropped to 1-3. Okay, that's interesting. Bills versus Ravens. This is going to be a great game, but Buffalo will win. Ravens dropped to 1-3, but I mean, I think that's just because they're facing such a tough schedule to begin the year. I think Baltimore is definitely going to pick it up the further we go along here. Jets and Steelers. Zach Wilson might be coming back by week 5, though, so this could be the last Joe Flacco or Mike White game. But yeah, give me the Steelers. Raiders versus Broncos. Ooh, this is a good game. I'll have a spoiler alert. I guess I'll give the game to I'll try something different. I'll give the Las Vegas game to Denver, and then I'll probably end up giving the Denver game to Las Vegas. We'll kind of spice it up a little bit by doing that. NFC, Saints Vikings. Game's going to be massive playoff implications down the road. I'm going to say the Saints, though. Again, if it was in Minnesota, I think in this case, if we were playing in Minnesota, I'd probably favor the Vikings. But give me the Saints. Give me the Saints in this one. But that's going to be a great game. Expect like 600 combined passing yards between Cousins and Winston because I think they're both going to play great. Commanders and Cowboys, Dallas. So Dallas, they started off the year 0-2, but they go back to 2-2 because of their weak division. Cool. Lions and Seahawks. So the Seahawks actually have back-to-back winnable games, but no, I'm going to pick the Lions here. Again, like I said, I think the Lions are going to really improve, and they need to beat teams like Seattle if they want to show that. Bears and Giants. I think, oh man, so back-to-back terrible matchups. I gotta go Bears. I gotta go Bears on that one. I just have to. Unless, Saquon Barkley manages to stay healthy, he has a fantastic game, which he very well could. I gotta give it to the Bears. Cardinals get the first win of the year against the Panthers. There you go. And then Rams and 49ers, great game. Oh, that's a worthy Monday Night Football matchup. That one's worthy. I'll go 49ers. How about that? Upset. I don't care. There ain't no undefeated season for the Rams. After week 4, it's the 49ers at 4-0, leading the division. Oh, boy. I might be really high on Trey Lance. Call me crazy. All right. Now into the AC versus FC games. We have 2 great games right there. Let's get rid of the mediocre ones first. Browns and Falcons. This is kind of one of those situations where, the Browns are probably going to win, but I also kind of need the Falcons to win a game because I don't have them going winless. So screw it. 27-24 Falcons win. Jaguars, Eagles. I wouldn't be too shocked if we upsetted the Eagles here, but we're not going to. Again, it's kind of like the Commanders game. It's a winnable game on paper, but do I see us winning? No. I'll say 23-20 Eagles win that one. All right. Packers are going to beat the Patriots, but Mac Jones, I think this is going to be the game where people are going to start taking Mac Jones seriously. I think he's going to go into Lambeau Field and he's going to go toe-to-toe with Aaron Rodgers. He's going to throw 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kendrick Bourne and Devontae Parker are going to have great games. But at the end, the veteran's going to win. It's going to be one of those games. And then Chiefs and Bucks, Brady versus Mahomes again. I'm pretty sure this is a Sunday night game. Bucks 34-31. And so the Chiefs lose their first game, and now the Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers are all 3-1. So the Chiefs from the who's even undefeated? Wow, okay. We have a lot of teams that are still undefeated here. The Bengals, the 49ers, the Saints, and the Packers. Wow. Okay, so 49ers, Packers, and Bengals may not be a surprise to a lot of people, but the Saints? Again, they could very well lose that game to the Buccaneers. I'm just predicting they'll win because it's Saints versus Buccaneers in the regular season. And again, just like Jacksonville winning in just like the Jaguars beating the Colts in Jacksonville, until I see it to believe it, I got to go with what history is telling me. All right, Thursday Night Football, Colts and Broncos. Oh, this is a good matchup. Do I see the Colts dropping to 1-4? I don't, but at the same time, I don't see them losing to the Broncos, so I guess we're going with the Broncos. Dolphins will beat the Jets. The Bills will beat the Steelers. I know last year Pittsburgh won in week 1, but again, they're going to have to really contain Josh Allen like what they did last year if they have a shot at winning that game. Give me it'll be a close game, if you count a score 24-14 close, but Bills will win that one. Jaguars will beat the Texans. Jaguars sitting at 2-3, 2-0 division record. Well, that'll change when we get to the Titans games, I'm sure. But right now, I'm a happy guy sitting at 2-3. Why not? All right, Chargers and Browns, Bengals and Ravens. And the Bengals drop from the unbeatens, and the Ravens still maybe 2-3. They're going to be back. What's up, Drew Talks Baseball? Appreciate you stopping by. Ravens are back right there. That's going to be the bounce back game that I think turns around the Ravens season. All right, they're going to be furious after losing to the Patriots, and they're going to take it out on the Bengals and win what should be an incredible game. Game-winning field goal by Justin Tucker. Whatever you want, whatever the case is, Ravens get their revenge against Cincinnati. How about that? And so the Bengals drop from the unbeaten. So no one in the AFC is going undefeated. That's interesting. Chiefs and Raiders. Man, I thought the Raiders were going to be better. Now, like, the Raiders are a great team on paper, but they're starting off 1-4. So I just hope I start predicting the Raiders to win some games here, but I do not see them beating the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. All right. We have two kind of mediocre games, so I guess I'll just go with the AFC versus NFC. Patriots are going to absolutely demolish the Lions. They're going to be furious after their loss to the Packers, and they're going to just take it out on the other NFC North opponent. That'd be funny, though, if Dan Campbell coach Bill Belichick. And the Titans will beat the Commanders, no problem. Packers, that game's in London. Packers over the Giants, no question. The Vikings over the Bears, no question. Saints over the Seahawks, no question. Okay, this is actually a wicked easy week for most of the NFC games, besides the last two. Bucks beat the Falcons, 49ers beat the Panthers. Rams, Cowboys will be a great game. Eagles, Cardinals, that's a coin flip. And I do think the Rams will ultimately beat the Cowboys. Yes, they're at home, but they've just consistently beaten Dallas anyway, so I guess I'll go with that. I think the Rams have only lost to the Cowboys once under Sean McVay. And I'm going to go with the Cardinals here. Again, this is kind of one of those things where home team, I'm picking the Eagles. But since the Cardinals are the home team, I'll go with them. And the Cardinals aren't a terrible team. The Eagles could definitely win that game. So now Cardinals 2-3, sitting as the 8th seed. Eagles still leading the division at 3-2 as we head into Week 6. Week 6. Okay. I'm kind of liking my prediction so far. Do we not have... Oh, we do have... I was supposed to... Do we not have Thursday Night Football this week? We do. It's Commanders and Bears. And I'm going with the Commanders. I'm sorry. I just don't think the Bears are good at all. Jaguars and Colts. Well, again, in Jacksonville, Jaguars win this game. In Indy, I got to go with Indianapolis. And again, I think this is one of those games where the Colts... Where they sit at now. Yeah, they're 2-4, but this is one of those games where the Colts... They're heating up. They're going to be right back in the playoff picture. Patriots and Browns is an interesting one. Again, if Deshaun Watson plays, I think Browns. Since he's not, I think Patriots. This is kind of Jacoby Brissett's revenge game against Bill Belichick, though. We'll see what happens. What's up, Bruins Coverage Productions? Like the Trevor Zegras edit you made on Instagram. Teams are quite interesting. Washington as well. Chargers could be a dark horse team for the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think the Commanders and Chargers both are going to have at least relatively decent seasons. I mean, right now, I have the Chargers sitting at 4-1, and the Commanders at 2-4, but we'll see what happens with them. All right, obviously, Bills and Chiefs will be last. I have the Chargers being the Broncos on Monday Night Football. All right, now we'll head over to the NFC side of things. 49ers beat the Falcons. Cardinals back to 500. They beat the Seahawks. Rams destroy the Panthers. Okay, we'll do Cowboys Eagles. I guess we'll kind of just breeze through, I think, the easy predictions. Packers beat the Jets, obviously. Bengals Saints? I gotta go Bengals. And there goes the Saints. Down they go. They started the year off 5-0. But I had them losing to the Bengals at home. Ravens beat the Giants. Oh, yeah, Ravens are going to be back at 3-3. Maybe that win against the Bengals was all they needed to spark them up. Bucks beat the Steelers. Ooh, Dolphins Vikings. That's a great game on paper. Who am I picking? Let's see. Dolphins won Super Bowl 8 against the Vikings. Does that do anything to break this matchup? Probably not. I'm a big Kirk Cousins guy. Let's go. Cousins going on the road. finding Adam Thielen on the last second play to get a game-winning field goal. Let's roll with it, baby. All right, Cowboys and Eagles. I'm going to give the Eagles a win there. And Chiefs versus Bills. Bills. How do you lose to the Chiefs? After losing to them in the AFC Championship game and the divisional round back-to-back years, how do you possibly lose in Arrowhead? You don't. You go out there. Oh, I also just realized Buffalo won in Arrowhead Stadium last year. I think the odds are in the favor of the Bills defeating the Chiefs there. Let's roll with it. Hopefully, Mahomes and Allen can stay healthy so that game can be great. All right. Week 7 now. How many undefeated teams do we have left? The 49ers and I think the Packers? Yes. So just 49ers and Packers left for the undefeated teams. And we can knock off San Francisco. How about that? So the Packers, because yes, I do see them being the Commanders, the Green Bay Packers at week 7 are going to be the last undefeated team, according to me. That Chiefs 49ers game could go either way. That's going to be a fantastic game. A lot of 49ers players still on that team from Super Bowl 54. They're going to want that revenge. But give me Kansas City at Levi. How about that? That better be Sunday Night Football. What a great game that will be. That's going to be a defensive slugfest, Chiefs and 49ers. And the Packers, Commanders, Green Bay. Commanders, like I mentioned, they're not terrible, but the Packers are going to lay waste to them. Colts winning in Tennessee. I have the Colts winning in Indianapolis. And for whatever reason, the Colts win often when they play the Titans at Nissan Stadium. So I'll give the Colts the win there. The Ravens beat the Browns, and just like that, Ravens are above 500, still the 8th seed. That's nuts. The Ravens and Dolphins aren't even in the playoffs right now. Wow, that's crazy. Raiders get back to their winning ways. They go to 2-4, defeating the Texans at home. The Broncos just destroyed the Jets. And that could be a winnable game for the Steelers, but no, Dolphins. Gotta go Dolphins. The Saints versus the Cardinals. And that's actually the Thursday night game. That's going to be a very good Thursday night game. You know what? I'll have the Cardinals in a very close game. 34-31. I'll have the Cardinals 3-game winning streak. They're now over 500. Cowboys defeat the Lions and the Buccaneers. Make waste of the Panthers. Oh dear. The Bucs are at 5-2. The poor Saints, they're falling down. They're putting up good fights, but the Buccaneers are not doing them any favors. Bengals defeat the Falcons at home. Chargers defeat the Seahawks. Patriots defeat the Bears. I have a lot of friends. A lot of friends who are New York Giant fans. And when the Jacksonville Jaguars defeat them on October 23rd, I'm going to be a happy fella. We've won our last 2 games against the Giants in 2014 and 2018. Though that means absolutely nothing because it was Blake Bortles versus Eli Manning those 2 games. Let's go with it, all right? Josh Allen's going to have a field day against a very mediocre Giants offensive line. I think this is one of those games where Trevor Lawrence could easily throw for 300 yards. Evan Ingram, let's go crazy. Evan Ingram, the ex-Giant, game-winning touchdown. Jaguars win 24-21. Let's do it. Yeah, I know. The Bills are stacked. Yeah, the Bills are going to be a great team. I completely agree. Right now, I have them at 5-1. What's up, Two Evil the Hope? I had the Vikings doing well, buddy. I hope you're enjoying this. So right now, the 7th seed. So you think the Packers are going to go undefeated? Let's see if I do have the Packers going undefeated. I guarantee you I don't. Right now, I have them beating Tampa Bay and Minnesota, and those are like 2 losable games. So we'll see what happens there. All right, Jaguars and Broncos in London. I love to upset and pick the Jaguars, but I can't. Broncos win that, and with that loss, The Colts pass the Jaguars in the standings. Will that last? Commanders, oh boy, we'll see. Patriots defeat the Jets. Like right now, people think the Patriots are gonna suck. How? Like I literally have them at 6-2. They could be 5-3 because they could be losing to the Ravens, but then they could also be 6-2 because they have a very good chance of defeating Miami week 1. Say what you will about the Patriots, but again, I think they are being heavily slept on right now. Titans defeat the Texans. Bengals defeat the Browns. They had the Browns at 1-7. Okay, maybe the Browns aren't that terrible, but yeah. Okay. And by the way, I think we're not predicting this. I think I'm going to go with the regular ones. Deshaun Watson suspended for 11 games. So we're going to go with that. Week 13 against the Texans. That point on, I'm going to imagine that Watson's in the lineup. Whether he is or isn't in real life, time will tell. Wow, we got a lot of really close AFC versus NFC games. We'll get to that in a bit. Cowboys defeat the Bears. Vikings over the Cardinals. And just like that, the Cardinals back at 500. You think the Cardinals are back? They beat the Saints? No, the Vikings slammed the door shut on them. What a great game that will be. Falcons, Panthers. Who's worse? The Panthers are 2-5. The Falcons are 1-6. I have them splitting, so in this case we'll go, and usually this is the case. Usually the Falcons win in Carolina and the Panthers win in Atlanta, so we're just going to stick with that logic. The Giants and the Seahawks. Do I really have the Giants winless right now? I feel like I do. I have the Giants and the Jets, of course. The two terrible New York teams as the only two winless teams. Like, I even managed to find the Falcons and Bears winning games. Yikes. Well, guess what, Giant fans? Rejoice. Rejoice. You win. You win a game. It's going to be against the Seahawks. Hopefully Geno Smith starts that game so you can get your revenge on him. Mac Jones might be kind of legit. I told you, I know you just tuned in, but I told you that game against Green Bay, I do think the Packers will win that game, but I do think Mac Jones will throw like 300 yards in a losing effort, and that's going to be the game where everyone's going to think he's legit. Yeah, Mac Jones is very good. He's just such a good game manager, and behind such a good offensive line like the Patriots, who have a very good running game, who have very solid wide receivers, and a legit tight end 1 and 2, with a solid defense, with reliable special teams. You add it all up, the Patriots are still very good. Right now, I have them at week 8. I have them at 6-2, and I don't regret that at all. I said San Francisco would win in Levi Stadium. I'll have the Rams winning in SoFi. How about that? So I have the Rams now leading the division at 6-1, splitting the season series against San Francisco. Hopefully, I have them playing in the playoffs again because that would be insane. Ravens and Bucks. Buccaneers are going to win that one. So the Ravens, after winning 3 straight, go to 4-4. The Raiders beat the Saints. Oh, man. I'm really doing the Saints dirty, am I? They started off 5-0, and now I have them at 5-3. Sucks to be them. Steelers and Eagles. I have the Steelers at 2-5. There's no way they actually do this terrible. I'm going to go with the Steelers in an upset 27-24. I know the Eagles are a better team, but what can I say? No, I think Breece Hall will have a good season with the Jets. It's not that. It's just the entire team outside of Breece Hall, CJ Mosley, and maybe a couple other pieces are absolutely terrible. They lost their best offensive lineman in Mekhi Becton. Their best receiver is a rookie in Corey Davis. Yeah, they have CJ Uzame. That's a good tight end, but how are you going to use him if Zach Wilson's missing long-term action? I don't get it. Dolphins would beat the Lions. So I said the Lions would be better. I mean, they're 2-5, so I guess I was kind of wrong on that. Commanders beat the Colts. Oh, you already know Carson Wentz is going to go off this game. You already know. This is the game. Like I was saying with Baker Mayfield playing the Browns week 1, this is the game where Carson Wentz throws 400 yards, no interceptions, and the Commanders win like 35-17. The Colts are a better team on paper than the Commanders. Oh, there's no question. Carson Wentz's mindset, though, he's going to be jacked up for that game. I mean, the Saints have a real QB situation now. I mean, they didn't last year with the whole Taysom Hill, Trevor Siemian, Ian Book, Blake Bortles thing, but like Winston's going to be healthy, so I think he's legit there now. So what do I have the Commanders at? I have the Commanders at 3-5. Okay, and then I have the Colts at 3-4, I believe. 3-5. Wow, okay. Colts fans are going to be mad at me, but whatever. The Bills and Packers. I'm going to say this. If I do have the Packers winning this game, then I might have them going undefeated. But you want to know what? I don't think it's going to be the case. It will be a phenomenal Sunday night football game. I think we are looking at the regular season game of the year right here. And what will be a very high scoring 41-38 finish. Buffalo wins. The Packers lose. No teams are going 17-0. We'll do that. As long as Wilson going to be Carson Wentz. Has to be the most frustrating QB to have on your team. Well, you're right about the Carson Wentz thing. And I'm pretty sure Wilson's going to be out until week 4, probably. Like week 3, week 4, week 5, somewhere around there. He'll be back by week 8, but I just still don't have faith in the Jets. All right. Thursday Night Football is Eagles and Texans. Eagles. I want to be nicer to my man Davis Mills, and I do think Brandon Cooks is going to continue to be very consistent. But I literally have the Texans at 1-7 right now. Dang it, I kind of want let's say I want the Texans to do better, but as a Jaguar fan, that is absolutely bizarre to say. The Patriots will beat the Colts. The Bills beat the Jets. Sorry, Jets. It's going to be a while till you win a game. I don't have you going winless, I swear, but you ain't winning the game for a while. Raiders beat the Jaguars. Ooh, good game, but Chiefs defeat the Titans. All right. Packers defeat the Lions. Yeah, bro, I feel so bad for Detroit. After that loss, Aaron Rodgers throws like 5 touchdowns on the Lions, and they're going to be pissed. And Kirk Cousins, he's also going to be mad because he hasn't really gotten his revenge against Washington yet. He's going to have the chance to do so at FedEx Field. And the Vikings staying right on the Packers behind right there at 6-2. That's going to be nice. Niners fans will take over SoFi versus the Rams on Sunday night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably. There's a lot of 49er fans out there in LA. Packers without Devontae Adams won't be the same. I do agree, but at the same time, as I kind of mentioned in week 1, no matter how good or bad the Packers receivers are, Aaron Rodgers is going to make them look good. I mean, Jeff Janis had like career-defining moments because of Aaron Rodgers. Like, who the hell is Jeff Janis? Exactly. He isn't remembered if Aaron Rodgers isn't his quarterback. Stuff like that is what I'm talking about. Guys like Javon Winfrey might be able to make a name for himself because Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback there. Cardinals back over 500. They defeat the Seahawks. All right, well, we'll do Bucks and Rams last. Dolphins defeat the Bears. I have the Bears at 1-8. And the Seahawks. I have a lot of terrible teams in the NFC here. What the heck? Not what I originally planned. Bengals beat the Panthers. Got the Bengals at 8-1. That's interesting. Chargers defeat the Falcons. Saints, Ravens. Don't. The Saints fans, they're telling me don't do it, but I got to do it. From 5-0 to 5-4, the Saints are out of the playoffs. Cardinals are in via tiebreaker. We're only in week 9. That could change. Bro, if you're a Saints fan, I completely don't blame you if you just dislike the video and stop watching right now. You're like, how could you possibly have us a 5-0 and lose 4 straight? I'm sorry, it's just how the schedule plays out. And then I do have the Buccaneers getting revenge over the Rams. I was going to say Rams win for a second, but because I do think they have a slightly better roster than the Buccaneers do. But you got to remember, Tom Brady's going to be mad that the Rams eliminated them from the playoffs last year. It is in Tampa Bay. It's going to be a fantastic game. 35-31, give me the Bucs. And so Tampa Bay, the heavy lead on the division there, and now the 49ers regain the lead at 6-2. Rams still the fifth seed, so nothing to worry about there. Broncos and Titans is going to be a very interesting game. This should have been Thursday Night Football over Falcons and Panthers. What the heck? That's a flip of a coin. It looks like that's the best game on the schedule for this week, so I'm going to actually predict that game last probably. Oh, would I love to go into Arrowhead and defeat the Chiefs? That's not going to happen, but don't die, Lawrence. Don't. I'm believing in you. Throw at least 2 or 3 touchdowns, and I'll be satisfied. But no. Jeez, bro. That's like the one Jaguar game I may actually not watch this year because I know we're gonna lose like 40-7. Speaking of 7, we're now at 3-7. Great. Another usual year for the Jaguars. Browns and Dolphins. I mean, there is no, you know what, trap game. I don't even care. Trap game. There's no way the Browns actually start off the year 2-7, but you know what? Whatever. Myles Garrett has 3 sacks. The defense goes nuts. Give Cleveland a win over Miami. Whatever. We'll go with that. I took the rookie Watson in my fantasy draft just in case Rodgers does normal Rodgers stuff. That's fair. Yeah, I think he'll be a pretty solid receiver. I mean, yeah, like he's going to have him. He's going to have Alan Lazard, who's been the system. And Sammy Watkins hasn't been the system, but like he's been a veteran. He's been in the league since 2014. Robert Tonyan's coming back. Aaron Jones and A.J. Hill's a great duo. Like the Packers offense is still there. They're just without Devontae Adams. They're going to struggle, but I don't think they're going to be that bad. Can wait for Chargers versus Falcons. Atlanta has a nice stadium, so it'd be fun to see Herbert tear. Yeah, they did move into their new stadium in, 2018? Yeah. Chargers definitely win that one by like 20. Mahomes might be a bust next year. I don't think Mahomes is going to be that bad this year. I got why, because he lost Tyreek Hill. Okay, as I previously mentioned, sure you lost Tyreek Hill, but you also got Valdez-Scantling and Juju Smith-Schuster. You get rid of one amazing receiver and get 2 very, very solid receivers. Obviously, I'd rather have Tyreek Hill than those 2, but you get my point. The production is still going to be there as long as the offensive line stays healthy in Kansas City. Colts and Raiders, wow. And now, are they both 4-4? No, the Colts are 3-6 and the Raiders are 4-4. Give me the Colts in this one, though. This seems like a game where Derek Carr usually struggles against top-tier defenses. I like Derek Carr a lot. And again, I think he's going to have a really good season this year, but he seems like he's struggled. He has struggled against the Colts before. I think he's actually lost. Well, he actually beat the Colts last year, but that was kind of because of Carson Wentz not playing good, as much as I hate to say it. I think Carr was like 1-3 against the Colts in his career before that Week 17 win last year. So, yeah. He usually struggles against the Colts. So I guess I'm just going to keep that trend going here. All right, on to this god-awful Thursday night football game. Falcons and, well, I said the Falcons will win this one because it's in Carolina. It's weird. Panthers win in Atlanta. The Falcons win in Carolina. I don't know what the deal is, but that's usually what happens. And hopefully by this point, Desmond Ridder's the starter because I have no faith in Marcus Mariota. Like, I don't think he's necessarily terrible. He's a great player athletically, but I think statistically he's going to be terrible. The Lions defeat the Bears. I have the Bears at 1-9. I feel bad for the Bears fans, man, but that's okay. You probably want to tank and protect Justin Fields by getting the best offensive lineman in the draft. I don't blame you. Buccaneers defeat the Seahawks in Germany. Yep, first ever Germany game will be that one right there. Rams sweep the Cardinals. So the Cardinals are back at 5-5, which means the Saints are back in the playoffs. Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful sight. Do I have them beating the Steelers? We'll see. Cowboys will put up a very good fight against it. Upset. Oh, what do you think, chat? Upset? Do I have the Cowboys upset the Packers in Lambeau? We'll see. Monday Night Football, the Eagles will take care of the Commanders. Texans will beat the Giants. I still have the Giants winless. No, wait a minute. No, I don't. I have them being Seattle. I have the Jets as the only winless team, and they're on the bye week, so I'm going to worry about that. Okay. Saints and Steelers. This seems like a game that the Steelers will definitely win. Boom. Boom. The Saints are down to 5-5. I don't believe it. I'm the most hated man in Louisiana right now. The Saints 5-0 dropping to 5-5. Oh my God. And the Steelers at 4-5. They're back in the playoff conversation. The Bills beat the Vikings. Yes, I think the Vikings would be great, but I don't think they would stand a chance against them. Well, they would stand a chance against the Bills, but I don't think they'd win. Chargers 49ers. All right. Yeah, I know the Bills need a good rebuild. Yeah, I know. They haven't done anything since 1987 was the last time the Bears were legit. Well, I guess 2006. I think Cowgirls could upset the Packers. Okay. Or we're 1-for-1 in the chat. Rue's coverage saying Packers win. That's true. He has been owning the Cowboys his entire career. Even Matt Flynn beat the Cowboys once. And then my Vikings fan, he wants the Vikings to stay in the playoff. He wants them to stay in the division hunt. All right, let's do Chargers 49ers first. Ooh. 49ers win 31-28. I'm sorry, Chargers. And with that win, they drop from the 2nd seed to the 5th seed. Ouch. Ouch. Still won the playoff hunt, though, so no need to worry there. But, man, San Francisco, I think it's going to be a great game, though. San Francisco tied with the Rams again for the division. It's kind of one of those things where I completely forgot. This is the Mike McCarthy revenge game, which makes me want to pick the Packers even more. But listen, hear me out. Dak Prescott has only beaten Aaron Rodgers once, and that was in his rookie season, where the Packers were very inconsistent in 2016 until they eventually clinched the playoff spot. It just seems like in 2017, Packers win. 2018, Packers win. 2019, Packers win. 2020, Packers win. And I don't think the Packers and Cowboys played each other last year. If they did, then the Packers won. I don't remember off the top of my head. But basically what I'm saying is that they've lost to the Packers so many times in a row. It just seems like one of those cases. Time is coming. Time is coming. But not this year. Packers win. Oh, sorry, Dallas. Sorry to hype you up, but I guess you're still going to be behind Philadelphia. Vikings lose to the Bills, yeah. Vikings lose to the Vikings. There you go. That's fair. The Vikings will make sure they lose against the Bills instead of just the Vikings losing to the Bills. Okay. Yeah, I think Trey Lance is definitely going to be their starter. I don't know what the deal is with Garoppolo. I hope he gets traded. I mean, like, not saying someone like Davis Mills is bad, but, like, if Jimmy Garoppolo gets traded, it's probably going to be to the Texans. Maybe if the Seahawks really want to trade with their division rival, they're going to have to pay up a lot to get Jimmy Garoppolo. But I felt like they would have also acquired him by now. So I don't know what the deal with Garoppolo is. But for my predictions, right now I'm going with Trey Lance as a starter. I still think even with Garoppolo, okay, they might be 6-3 instead of 7-2. But, like, I still think even with Garoppolo, they're still going to win a lot of games. All right. Yep, that's all the picks for that week. So we're going into week 11. Hour and 8 minutes. Yeah, we're going about how fast I thought we were going to go. And what a great Thursday night matchup this is. The Titans and the Packers. Now, I know in 2020, the Packers, like, dismantled the Titans. But at the same time, Aaron Rodgers has underperformed in his career against Tennessee. So this is a tough one. This is like a quality primetime game, though. Like, thank you, NFL, for actually putting a very good game on here. for a primetime game. But, who am I going to pick to win, though? In Lambeau Field. Upset. Let's go. We're going that. Oh, yeah, or Garoppolo going to the Browns, maybe. I mean, right now, if the Browns going at 2-7, they can use anybody else but Jacoby Brissett right now. We'll go Titans upset over the Packers. How about that? Packers driving down the field with a minute left, but a Kevin Byard interception seals the win. How about that? And then the Titans win 34-31. And I guess this game would kind of prove that Tennessee's legit. Because, I know a lot of people don't think Tennessee's legit right now. I guess this will kind of be like Tennessee's a legit threat game, I guess. AFC, Patriots defeat the Jets. Damn it, I have the Jets at 0-9. Are you kidding me? I swear. I think the Jets are going to be good in my head every year, but then when I actually, predict it, game by game. Right now, we've been oh yeah, the Jets are going to go 6-11 or something. But now that I'm predicting it game by game by game by game, I'm like, dude, are they ever going to win? I mean, they will. I'll have them win once. And I promise it won't be week 18. Bills will beat the Browns. The Raiders defeat the Broncos. I'm sticking with it. I said Denver would win in Las Vegas. Las Vegas wins in Denver. And the Raiders on a playoff spot, but they're back at 5-5. Chiefs versus Chargers. I have the Chiefs winning week 2, week 11. Chargers, baby, 8-2, regaining the division lead. How about that? Chargers, they're going to win a wacky one, 37-34. But we'll go with that, huh? We'll go with that. And also, Malik Willis leads the Titans to a win over the Packers. Let's make it even more bizarre. Ryan Tannehill misses that game, and it is rookie Malik Willis getting the win. How about that? We'll go with that. Why not? With Khalif Raymond as his number 1 receiver. Oh, boy. Packer fans, you have the right to be upset at me right now. So many up-and-coming QBs. Yeah, I know. The league is going to be fun. I mean, it's fun to watch now. It's going to be even better to watch in a couple of years when guys like Archie Manning and Bryce Young get drafted. My boy from Boston College, Phil Jurkovic. All right. Bengals sweep the Steelers. Back-to-back years. Get used to it, Pittsburgh. You swept Cincinnati a lot. It's going to be the other way around. This has turned into a trolling a Saints video. Man, how do I have them starting 5-0 and losing 6 straight? Again, it's how the schedule plays out. No offense to the Saints, they're a really good team, but they're not going to beat the Rams. Oh my God, bro. I feel so bad right now. I feel like I'm just picking on the entire fan base. Just you're 5-0. You guys are the second best team in the NFC. Oh, now you're out of the playoffs. Stetson Bennett. Can't wait to see when he gets drafted. Hopefully soon. That'd be cool. Georgia Bulldogs. But yeah, sorry, Saints fans. Rough going. Lions and Giants. Lions, it's weird because they're 4-6. So I guess technically for their terms, this is right now a successful season. Ooh, we have the 2-win Falcons against the 1-win Bears. Loser gets the number 1 pick. Who's going to want it more? The Bears need it more than the Falcons right now. So I'll say Falcons win that game. Cowboys and Vikings, Dallas. And that is a huge blow for Minnesota. They got to pull back in within a game of the division. Oh, I hate to do it to them, but I'll predict the Cowboys win that game. And then in Mexico, we had the 49ers and the Cardinals, San Francisco. So who is oh my God, we have a new 8th seed. No, we have a new 7th seed. It's the Cowboys at 5-5. Oh God. So with that win, the Cowboys surpassed the Cardinals in the playoff picture. Texans and Commanders. What were the Commanders at? 3-7. And the Texans at 2-7. maybe by this point, Kyle Allen will start for Kyle Allen will start for Houston. We'll have a Kyle Allen revenge game. Probably not, though. I'll pick the Texans to win anyway. Why not? Colts and Eagles. This seems like a game where definitely the Colts would win. Like out of nowhere, the Colts win, and the Colts are 5-6. They're sticking around in the playoff picture. Eagles dropped to 6-4. Oh boy, the NFC East is going to be exciting. Ravens defeat the Panthers, no problem. And I guess we'll head on to Week 12. So the Patriots at 8-2. That's nuts. All right, Thanksgiving games. We'll do the Thanksgiving games first. Yeah, we'll do that. So first, Bills are gonna annihilate the Lions. I'm sorry, Detroit. But what did I tell you? I said that the Bills are gonna lose to the Rams in Week 1, but then they're gonna go on a long winning streak. Right now, I have them at a 10-game winning streak. The Bills. Jeez, we want one of the next year's crop quarterbacks on the Vikings. Maybe the Vikings will draft a quarterback. Again, I think they're kind of stuck with Cousins until his contract expires, which I'm pretty sure it does expire at the end of this season. So, well, we'll see. Saints fans deserve a bad season. Oh, dear. Well, QB Tam of Herbert and Bennett would be pretty good, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the one thing that is kind of – I mean, backup quarterback isn't an issue, but, like, I know Chase Daniels is a veteran, but, like, if Justin Herbert, like, tears his ACL, you ain't rolling with – like, you would trade for Garoppolo or something. Like, there's no way you would roll with Chase Daniels and Easton Stick as your two quarterbacks. Patriots, Vikings. Oh, what a game. All right, we're just going to get rid of the Cowboys beat down of the Giants first. Wow. My hometown team, the New England Patriots, going on the road to play Minnesota. See this sweep of the hope? Boom! Boom! Vikings win 27-24. I'm getting hyped over my own predictions here. But anyway, it's exciting because I can't wait to watch this game. Patriots Vikings is going to be stupidly close on paper. I cannot wait. Vikings. There you go. Still 2 games back in Green Bay, but you're 7-4 and you're still in that playoff. Still in that playoff spot. Right now into the Sunday games. Tennessee's gonna Tennessee at home. They're gonna get their revenge against the Bengals. They are embarrassed about that divisional round game, and they are gonna take it 27-24. Cousins only has next season that he's done. We need to deliver a future QB for the Pizza Ranch dictate. Yeah. Oh boy. Like, you're a fan of a different team in a different market, like how I am with the Chargers. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, I like I'm from Boston, so like I'm a diehard Bruins and Red Sox guy. But like I'm not like, oh, Patriots and Celtics are my favorite football and basketball team. Like for football, like I like the Patriots. It's still probably my like 3rd or 4th favorite team. But I like the Jaguars the most. NBA, I like the Celtics a lot. I was sad when they lost in the NBA Finals, but I'm a huge Damian Lillard guy, so I like the Trailblazers more. And, like, even with the Bruins and Red Sox, right next to them are the LA Kings and the New York Mets. Like, I also like teams from different regions. Dolphins and Texans. Oh, well. How's this for the Dolphins game? Never mind. I thought Philip Lindsay was still on the Dolphins. I was about to say it's going to be the Philip Lindsay revenge game, but I remembered he signed with this team, the Colts, who will beat the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. And what do you know, or on Monday Night Football, and what do you know? The AFC East is competitive again. The Colts are at 6-6. Man, the Ravens are 6-4, and they aren't even in the playoffs right now. That's just stupid. Right now, Miami has the tiebreaker over them. Is that going to be the case after they destroy my beloved team? No! So in Week 12, it's a dogfight between the Ravens and the Dolphins, but the Dolphins are in the playoffs via tiebreaker. Oh boy, oh boy. Wow, okay, that's interesting. The Falcons have a chance to beat the Commanders, but no, Commanders win that one. Commanders, I feel like, are kind of, never mind, they're 4-8. I always feel like they're way better than they are. Oh my God, another loss for the Saints. You've got to be kidding me. 7 in a row? Oh, dude. I can't have them beating San Francisco. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I'm calling it right now. I'm not predicting the Saints to win another game. Unless they are playing the Falcons or Panthers, I don't think I'm predicting the Saints winning another game. Oh my god. And the Packers beat the Eagles. Oh, and now Eagles and Cowboys are tied at 6-5 for the division. Oh my goodness. Jets Bears, I'm saving it for last. Actually, that's a lie. That'd be disrespectful to Chiefs and Rams. I'll save this game for second to last. Broncos beat the Panthers. Buccaneers beat the Browns. Raiders beat the Seahawks. Raiders at 6-5, and they still have a playoff spot. The Chargers beat the Cardinals. A lot of road teams winning here. Guys, I think this is where we finally ripped the Band-Aid off. Jets win a game. They're not going to win this. Yeah, come on. I'm not the guy who's going to outright predict a team to go undefeated or winless. I'm not that guy. I'm never going to be that guy. Jets defeat the Bears. The Bears are at 1-11. The Jets are at 1-9. What a game. Do you hate the Eagles? I don't hate the Eagles, but I'm not like an Eagles fan, but like I despise the fan base, but the team in general, no, I like the team in general. Especially if Jalen Hurts underperforms or goes down, then Gardner Minshew is going to be their QB. That's my boy right there from when he played on the Jaguars. You know, I don't hate the Eagles, though. Kind of them. I mean, the Commanders are my favorite team in that division, if that'll clear anything up. But lastly, Sunday Night Football, Rams and Chiefs. This is going to be a fantastic game. You know what, man? I have the Rams at 8-2, and I have the Chiefs at 7-3. I have the Rams winning an incredible game, 37-34. So the Rams regain the AFC West at 9-2. Chiefs still, they fall to third at 7-4. They fall to third in the division. Wow. So Denver leapfrogs them. Oh, what's up, Ben? Thanks for stopping by, my good buddy from broadcasting camp. How's it going? This is I believe, what is this? This is playoffpredictors.com. Next up, playoffpredictors.com. That's what this website is for those wondering. All right, so we're heading into I predicted all of them. It's into week 13. Or after Thanksgiving. This is kind of where we know all the legit teams, all the terrible teams. Oh my God, what an AFC East match we have here. The Bills and the Patriots. Thursday Night Football. And by the final score of 27-24, the Buffalo Bills winning streak is over. The Patriots go to 9-3. I'm going to do one. Nice. I hope you do. I definitely hope you do. Man, here we go. Patriots defeat the Bills week 13. They're only one game behind Buffalo. Keep an eye out on that. The 10-game winning streak for the Bills comes to a close. The Browns defeat the Texans. I can't believe I'm saying it, but in Deshaun Watson's return, he's going to lead the 2-9 Browns to victory. He's going to be getting booed, and this is going to be his first game since week 17 of the 2019 season. But Browns, rather 2020 season, but Browns win regardless. Bengals and Broncos, another game that is going to mean massive playoff implications in a few weeks when we get to the playoff picture. But I'm going to pick the Ravens to defeat the Broncos, and there it is. The Broncos dropped to 6-4 out of the playoffs. The Ravens in at 8-4. But we haven't picked the Dolphins game yet, and they got a very tough game on their hands. So we'll get to that. The Raiders back at 500. I see them losing to the Chargers. Chiefs Bengals will predict last. The Packers, Aaron Rodgers still owns the Bears, so we're rolling with that. Giants beat the Commanders. I had the Commanders winning the first matchup, but we'll pick the Giants win here. So the Giants are 2-10. Cool, whatever. Rams defeat the Seahawks. Eight straight. You can mark it. 8 straight for the Saints. 8 straight losses. I'm a terrible human. You know what? My original philosophy was the Bucs are not beating the Saints in the regular season. Yeah, no. They aren't on a 7-game losing streak, and they're just magically beating Tom Brady on Monday Night Football. No. Not happening. Sorry, Saints. You're losing your first regular season game to the Tom Brady-led Buccaneers. What can I say? See you later. Kicking you out of the playoff picture right there. 5-0 to 5-8. I'm a terrible human. Vikings destroy the Jets. Jaguars beat the Lions. Okay, the Lions will probably win, but you know what? I need to be happy every once in a while, you know. These games against the Texans, the Lions, I want to be a happy guy and win those games. The Steelers defeat the Falcons. What are the Steelers looking like? 5-7? They're probably not going to make the playoffs. Okay. Titans Eagles. Okay. That's a good game. We'll make things interesting. We'll pick the Eagles. And how fun is that going to be? The Titans are going to be at 7-3, with the Colts having a chance to win to be 2 games back. The Eagles and Cowboys both at 6-5. That's going to be crazy. And guess what? I also have the Cowboys going to 7-5. Man, oh man. What predictions here? Making sure, I guess, the East stays a close race. So, yes, Cowboys win there. Go 7-5. I'm sorry, Miami. San Francisco's going to win. San Fran's at 10-2. You guys think that's too high? Because, again, this is Trey Lance 49ers. I don't want to seem like I'm overrating the 49ers. I just think their defense is that good. And I just think as long as, guys like George Kittle and Elijah Mitchell stay healthy and Trent Williams, Trey Lance is going to do fine. But here it is. Chiefs and Bengals. 7-4 versus 9-2. Chiefs are getting their revenge against Cincinnati. Let's see how this fluctuates the picture. Okay, it didn't by much. Bills are still the 1. I think the Titans are the 2. Oh, no, the Titans are the 4. Who's the 2? Oh, the Chargers are the 2. Bengals the 3. Titans the 4. Patriots the 5th. Chiefs the 6th seed. Ravens the 7th seed, all right? And in the NFC, Packers the 1 seed. Bucks the 2 seed. Rams the 3 seed. Eagles the 4 seed. 5th seed goes to I'm pretty sure, my computer's acting weird, but I'm pretty sure it's San Francisco. It is. Vikings 6th. Cowboys 7th. Man, the NFC is unless the Cardinals go crazy and win out, we pretty much have our NFC team set. But in the AFC, that's where things are going to get a little wonky. We have great teams like Miami, Denver, Las Vegas, Indianapolis, and I guess even Pittsburgh out of the playoffs. All right, Thursday Night Football. Oh, geez, that's 6-6. I do have the Rams defeating the Raiders. I think this game, technically the season isn't over, but I do think that is the game that's going to kill off the Raiders right there. 6-7, and I think that's a game they don't recover from. Again, I think the Raiders are going to do fine this year. I mean, I have them at 6-7. That's very respectable, but I mean, they just can't defeat the Rams. Can they? I doubt it. I would love to do a little bit of trolling, but I can't. Titans are going to win that one easy. Bills defeat the Jets. The Bengals defeat the Browns. Joe Burrow's actually never beaten the Browns heading into this season, but I do think Bengals will sweep them this year. The Ravens defeat the Steelers. Chargers and Dolphins. The Dolphins are essentially playing for their playoff lives right now. And I'm going to do something I never thought I was going to do at the start of this video. Upset. Because, hear me out here, Justin Herbert is very talented, but he struggles against teams who have phenomenal secondaries. And one of those teams that have phenomenal secondaries is the Miami Dolphins. Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, Nick Needham, Javon Holland, Eric Rowe. How do you throw against? Like, that's tough to throw against that. And like I mentioned, I don't think Miami's offense is going to be incredible this year. I really don't. Again, even with Tyreek Hill, bringing back Mike Gesicki, adding in a lot of running back depth, I still don't think Miami's offense is going to be fantastic. They're going to live and die by the defense. And that's going to be one of those cases here. They're going to live because of their defense. 27-24, give me the Dolphins. Oh, boy. Denver, again, fighting for their playoff lives against Kansas City, but in this case, I can't be kind. Chiefs win. Broncos drop to 6-5. And with Miami winning and with, well, the Colts are on the bye week, but with the Dolphins still in the picture and the Ravens still in the picture, I can't say for certain I have Denver winning that game. That's going to be a fun game, though. I think that's the Sunday night game. Battle of Texas. Cowboys destroyed the Texans. Moving on. Vikings sweep the Lions. The Eagles are going to beat the Giants. Seahawks, Panthers. Yeah, we'll give Baker Mayfield another moment. Why not? Seahawks dropped to 1-12. Good God, 1-12. That, okay, maybe the Seahawks won't be 1-12 material. I do think, though, if the Seahawks actually do this poorly in real life and they're actually 1-12 at this point, don't be surprised. The Seahawks aren't going to fire Pete Carroll. They're going to make sure he retires, like, with dignity after this season. Don't be surprised. Patriots Cardinals, I think this is going to be a fun game. Cardinals basically need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. And they will. Tough game for the Patriots. It really is. Of course, they're playing the NFC North this year, so this is their one non-NFC divisional game. But the Cardinals, whatever they have left at 6-7, they're going to keep their season alive. They're going to have DeAndre Hopkins back at this point. And we're going to say 31-28 Cardinals. They're going to win and this is going to be a heartbreaking loss for the Patriots. Still doing fine, still at 9-4, still the 5th seed, but Kansas City on their tail. Miami has the tiebreaker. And stuff will get interesting the later we go. Bucks and 49ers. The Buccaneers have essentially ran away with the division, but this game means a whole lot to San Francisco. They need to keep pace with the Rams in that division, and that's exactly what they do. In a very low-scoring 21-18 game, San Francisco comes out on top. Trey Lance has like 300 total yards. He has like 270 passing, probably 60 to 70 yards rushing, 3 total touchdowns. We'll give it a San Fran. We'll make it 11-2. We like to make things juicy here. All right, here we go. Week 15. We're really stressing playoffs now. Teams like the Colts, the Raiders, the Broncos, the Dolphins, they all need wins to stay alive. In the NFC, it's not really exciting other than who's going to be winning the North, the West, and can the Cardinals basically come back to 500. Got a tough team. We'll see. All right. I think now we're going to start getting to, instead of just doing it by divisions, I'm just going to start predicting because, again, now we're getting deep into the season. We want to save the most important games to predict last, so we're gonna start getting rid of the easy ones here. Chiefs beat the Texans, Patriots beat the Raiders, the Steelers beat the Panthers. Steelers are at 6-8; they got pretty much win out. Cowboys defeating the Jaguars, the Lions and the Jets. I gotta give it to the Lions. Sorry, Jets. San Francisco defeats Seattle. No pick. There we go. Oh my God. Commanders defeat the Giants. For the first time since week 6, I have the Saints winning a game. Doesn't matter because they have to literally win out to make the playoffs, which I probably don't think they'll do. But there you go, Saints. You ended your losing streak. Why not? Imagine starting off 5-0, just go 5-8. To go 3-0, 9-8, and like sneak in as the 7th seed. That'd be so funny. Now the Eagles take care of business against the Bears. Okay, now we're down to the really important matchups here that mean a lot towards the playoff picture. Because this is the Deshaun Watson Browns we're talking about here. And the Browns have always given Lamar Jackson a tough time. 27-24, Ravens win. What do you think? I was picking the Browns. Come on. No. Ravens are playing for playoffs here. The Browns are 3-11. Give me a break. There ain't no upsets here. Give me the Ravens. Bills and Dolphins. I hate to say it, but at 8-6, I don't see how the Dolphins can possibly make the playoffs. Which sucks because they'd literally be tied with the Titans if they were in the AFC South. As much as I hate to do this, I gotta pick the Bills there. Bills go to 12-2, and they essentially take a stranglehold on that AFC East. I don't know how the Patriots could come back and take that division, but we shall see. Titans and Chargers. I'm pretty high on the Titans, as you guys can see, but Chargers, I think, will win that game. It'll be an entertaining one, though. Cardinals and Broncos must win for both teams. Basically, winner gets to keep their playoff hopes alive for another week. The Cardinals, if they play really well, I mean, maybe if they win out, they can keep pace with teams like Dallas or Minnesota. It's going to be tough for them, and I think this all but ends them. They lose to the Broncos on the road. Cardinals drop to 6-8, and yeah, I'm sorry to my fellas down there in Arizona, but I think that is going to be a loss. Denver at 7-5, not in the playoffs. Miami at 8-6, not in the playoffs. Oh my goodness. Buccaneers and Bengals. Bengals still have the tiebreaker over the Ravens. Wait a minute. No, they don't. Because the Ravens have an undefeated division record. Do they beat the Buccaneers? No. And with that, the Bengals drop from the 3 seed to the 7th seed. Wow. And then NFC 11-2 versus 11-2. Aaron Rodgers has only lost to Sean McVay once in his career, and it was all the way back in 2018. I think the trend continues. Packers defeat the Rams, and what will be a great game. There you have it. San Francisco leading the West at 12-2. Holy mackerel, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming down to week 16, and we have 3 weeks left. And again, we're just going to continue to roll. Knock off the not-important games. We're just going to take it from here. So obviously, Bills will defeat the Bears. The Chiefs will defeat the Seahawks. The Ravens will defeat the Falcons. Saints coming back. They've won 2 in a row. Actually, probably the Browns will win that game. But whatever, I'm sticking with it. Saints win. Oh my God, Packers, Dolphins, and Broncos, Rams. Isn't Broncos, Rams on Christmas? I think it might be. That'll be a fun game. All right. Jaguars and Jets. No idea why this is Thursday Night Football. It would have been a good Thursday Night Football match, but it was like week 2 or week 3. They were both like 0-2, so no one would have cared. But Jaguars will win that. That's probably my last Jaguar win of the season. I have us at 5 wins. Okay. These would be relatively happy, I guess. Texans. Raiders defeat the Steelers. And so for the first time ever, Mike Tomlin goes below 500. Quickly switch over to the NFC. Vikings beat the Giants. And the Vikings winning 10 games. Wow, okay. Panthers defeat the Lions. There you go. Both teams 5-10 there. 49ers defeating the Commanders, going to 13 wins. And the Bucs. Cardinals playoff hopes. And they get Thor's hammer. Smash. 6-9. The Cardinals will miss the playoffs. And now the only team that's not in the playoffs that might have a shot is the Saints. I had them winning 5 in a row, losing 8 in a row, and now I have them winning 2 in a row. So the Saints, they can't decide on whether they want to be consistent or not, but they are staying in there. Patriots and Bengals. Oh my God, the 6th seed and the 7th seed. Both at 10-4. This could potentially be a massive blow to whoever loses this game. If the Patriots lose, their chances of winning the division are dead to rights. If the Bengals win, they're still a game. Actually, they're tied with the Ravens at 11-4. Cincinnati on the road gets the job done. So the Bengals are now the 6th seed. The Patriots are the 7th seed. And the Miami Dolphins are the happiest team in professional football with that win by Cincinnati. The Colts, they need a win at 6-7 to stay in the playoffs. But they're going to lose to the Chargers. Chargers go to 12-3. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. The Dolphins, they're ecstatic. They're playing on Sunday. The Patriots lost on Saturday. They're extremely pumped. But they have a man who hasn't lost to Miami since 2014. Actually, 2010. And that man is Aaron Rodgers. And I'm sorry to the Dolphin fans, but I have the Packers winning that game. Yeah, you dropped to 8-7, and it is panic time in Miami. They have to essentially win out now to catch up to the Patriots. Now, Miami does have the tiebreaker in hand, and they do play one last time on the final week of the season. So we'll see what happens. Rams and Broncos is going to be a great game. Again, they're even more ecstatic. The Colts lost. The Patriots lost. The Dolphins lost. They're ecstatic. All the teams. These Broncos need to lose or losing. But the Rams are just that good. And they stay game behind San Fran. 7-6. It's not looking good for the Denver Broncos. And lastly, the NFC East. Both teams are at 9-5. The Philadelphia Eagles have literally been leading the division since week 1. And at week 16, the Dallas Cowboys win at home, and they just snatch the division lead, 10-5, and they have the upper hand with 2 weeks left. I'm narrating this like it's a movie. I'm like getting wicked pumped. If all the cards are playing out, I'm just getting wicked excited. I'm just getting wicked excited. These predictions all come true, and down to the season does come this close down to the wire, it'll be fun. All right, Chiefs and Broncos. Denver's winning. They're at 8-6. Upset win. Huge news for the Chargers. That's huge. Okay. Now on to the terrible games. Again, the Texans probably win this game, but I don't care. I just want to be a happy Jaguar fan. Ravens defeat the Steelers. Okay, we have some crucial matchups here. The Dallas Cowboys just got the division lead. And they just lost it in that short amount of time. Titans win. Go to 10-5. They all but lock up. well, they probably already locked up the AFC South. And the Eagles at home defeat the Saints. Heartbreaking loss for New Orleans. They're at 7-9. They are not going to win and make the playoffs. What's up, Isaac? Thanks for stopping by. You came in at a very crucial part. Will Miami at 8-7 catch up to the Patriots? If the cards play right, we will see. Moving on to the Browns and Commanders. I guess I'll pick the Browns to win this game. Colts and Giants, not important. We'll pick the Colts. Jets and Seahawks, both teams are at 1 win, but I'll pick the Jets. I'll pick the Jets and say Pete Carroll retires after this game. How about that? We'll do that as a prediction. Oh my goodness. And then lastly, the Cardinals and the Buccaneers cruise to easy victories. So again, now we're set to the important games. Denver wins. Does Miami lose? You already know I'm picking the Dolphins-Patriots game last. But first, it's the 5th-seeded Bengals against the 1st-seeded Bills in Cincinnati. And this, I think, is going to be one of those games. We saw Ja'Marr Chase do it last year against the Chiefs, and I think we're going to see it again this year. On Monday Night Football, Ja'Marr Chase, this is going to be his game. Well over 200 receiving yards. He's going to go absolute crazy on the Bills secondary, which is very good. And the Bengals win 28-24. Hey, that is huge for the AFC playoff picture. Cincinnati now tied with Baltimore with 1 week left in the season. Oh my goodness. The Raiders, 7-8. They need to win out. They can't. I'm sorry, but I can't have San Francisco lose to Las Vegas. Oh my God, I didn't even see the Bears and the Lions. What the heck? I'm going through all these entertaining games. I'm like, what? The Bears and the Lions is still here? The Bears win, whatever. I guess we can only have one win team, and that'll be the Seahawks. So congrats to the Jets and Bears on not being the worst team in the league. Packers and Vikings. The Vikings are at 10-4. Their chances of winning the division are probably slim to none. But they go into Lambeau Field and pull off the upset. And yes, the division chances are slim to none because there is 1 week left. So the Packers win the North, but the Vikings win. And at this point, they clinch a playoff spot, and that is enormous heading into the playoffs for Minnesota right there. They upset the Packers in Lambeau. Battle of LA, Rams and Chargers, the 2 seed in the AFC against the 5th seed in the NFC, which very well could be, well, they will be the 5th seed because San Francisco's 2 games ahead of them. I will pick the Rams to beat the Chargers, though. And if the Chargers lose and the Chiefs win Week 18, I think that means Kansas City goes to the 2 seed, Kansas City the 6th. And then we are down to one last one. I wonder how many nationally televised games are going to feature the Chargers this year. Yeah, let's do it. Definitely the Chargers-Rams will be. Chargers schedule. Let's see here. Hopefully the Chargers will have, I'd imagine they'd have 5 or 6. I don't know how, the Sunday afternoon games, but let's see here. So they have the Thursday night game against Kansas City. They have the Week 6 game against Denver. Week 10 against San Francisco. Probably Week 11 against Kansas City. Maybe Week 13 and Week 14 against the Raiders and Dolphins. Maybe Week 15 against Tennessee. NBC against the Rams. And maybe Broncos and Chargers. Maybe. So right now they have, I think, 4. But that's just including primetime games. That's not including any games they would be playing at 1 or 4 o'clock Eastern time. So, yeah, but the Chargers got a few nationally televised games, which is good. So I had the Dolphins defeating the Patriots in week 1. But now we are in the middle. We are in Gillette Stadium. In January. Ryan Fitzpatrick did lead the Dolphins to a Week 17 win just a couple years ago. But the teams are so much different now. The Dolphins are great. The Patriots are great. I'm genuinely thinking, if the Patriots win, they all but lock up a playoffs, eliminated. I'm pretty sure Denver will be eliminated if the Patriots win too. Wish this wasn't a stream because I would add in like the heart beating sound effects. I have to think how the game would play out in my mind. In my mind, I'm thinking Miami's leading the majority of the game. Like they have a 24-21 lead. Patriots have the ball last. And I'm determining, do the Patriots get the game-winning touchdown? Does Miami stop them? Do the Patriots kick a field goal and force overtime? I'm going through so much in my head right now. I'm just trying to make this prediction. We're going to make this prediction. Patriots win 37. No, wait a minute, too high. 31-28 in overtime. Dolphin fans have the right to be mad at me. I seriously thought it over. But 31-28, 24-21, whatever. Patriots win in overtime. I could just troll the entire league and just say this game's going to be a tie. I could also do that. But I did want to predict a tie. But the thing is, I don't know which game to predict a tie. I mean, Cardinals, Falcons, maybe. Now, I won't predict a tie, though. Sorry, Isaac. Sorry, any other Dolphin fans who are watching. I think the Patriots will win. Heartbreaking game. Mac Jones, Bill Belichick, they finally get over to a Tagovailoa, and Patriots are in, Dolphins are out, Broncos are out, and this was a very exciting season, but this is going to be the most boring Week 17 in history. That's actually kind of sad. Maybe I should have just had Miami win just so to make things interesting. The only thing that's interesting is can LA defeat San Francisco, and who's winning yeah. Okay. There's a few things to keep an eye out for. Can Kansas City pass LA? Can LA pass San Francisco? Who will win the NFC East? And who will win the NFC North? Okay, or the AFC North. Okay. Oh, the Bama QBs. Yeah, no, it's going to be fun. Patriots Dolphins are going to be fun. And I can very well see the Dolphins winning that game. It's just deep down inside, I know the Dolphins, if they have a better shot at winning Week 1 than I do Week 17 against the Patriots. At the end of the day, I have the Dolphins. I think the Patriots sweeping the Dolphins would be unrealistic, but them splitting, I think, makes the most sense right now. Again, as I've said many times in this broadcast, I think Mac Jones is the guy. I don't think Tua Tagovailoa is the guy. And at the end of the day, that's what's gonna be the difference. Like, say what you want about the Patriots defense. Like, sure, their secondary's banged up. They're not gonna have Jones Williams, Malcolm Butler, but like they're gonna have guys like Jabril Peppers back and whatnot. Their defensive line is going to be fantastic. Christian Barmore is very underrated. I think he's going to be having a great season. And again, the offense is just going to stay consistent year round. The Patriots at 11-5. Oh my goodness. Dolphin fans again. I'm going to say this in defense of Miami. If you still have Brian Flores, I think there'd be a better shot of you sweeping the Patriots. So Week 18. Oh boy, we really have a lot of terrible games here. We have a lot of. It was kind of an anticlimactic finish, but we still don't know who's going to win all the divisions yet. So I guess we can just kind of breeze through this. Like, we'll get rid of all the whatever games. So the Buccaneers beat the Falcons. Actually, Falcons beat the Patriots because the Buccaneers would definitely be playing their be playing their backups. So Falcons win that one in an upset. Don't worry. If the regular teams play, I don't think the Bucs stand a chance. The Bucs have a shot though. But the Bucs do have a shot at the 1 seed still. Nope, never mind. I was looking at their division and I'm like, oh yeah, everyone else in their division's bad. Maybe they'll bench their starters, but never mind. They still have a shot at the 1 seed. Forget what I said. All right. Broncos, good season, but not going to make the playoffs. Do they beat the Chargers, though? We'll see. I got to kind of make this dramatic. Steelers defeat the Browns. The Titans defeat the... No. The Titans don't have a shot at winning the division. So Jaguars defeat the Titans backups. Though Malik Willis will have a good game. Jaguars beat the Titans backups. 7-10. You want to know what? 7-10. That's a cool record. You want to know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. And what is going on with the Colts record? Why are they 7-8? You want to know what? I don't care. The Colts aren't going to make the playoffs anyways. They can't add. Even if they were to go 9-8, they would still miss out on the playoffs. So if I did miss a Colts game somewhere, I apologize, but it's not going to mean anything in the end. They play each other? Well, that's the Sunday night game. Ravens, Bengals, without question, that's the Sunday night game. Oh my God, they play each other? Hold on, maybe this will be wicked exciting. Dolphins, there you go. You can beat the Jets. Be happy. I do predict the Colts will beat the Texans. What other games could we predict here? 49ers beat the Cardinals. Yeah, because again, the 49ers are going to be playing for the division. So Rams defeat the Seahawks, but San Francisco also wins. And the 49ers at 15-2 as the 1 seed. Oh my God. That's nuts. J.C. Jackson be ready for week 1 versus Las Vegas. It's going to be out. If it's an ACL injury, I have heard reports that he tweaked his ankle yesterday during practice. I think he might be back by week 1, maybe week 2 at like the absolute latest. If it is an ACL injury, that sucks, but as long as it's not torn, he'll be all right, and he'll be able to come back. I like J.C. Jackson a lot. I liked him when he was on the Patriots. So hopefully, he can come back week 1. Packers destroy the Lions. You get the point. Actually, well, Vikings beat the Bears. Lions beat the Packers backups because... But it's tough because the Packers are now playing for the 2 seed. And if they lose, then the Bucs get the 2 seed. Yeah, because I had the Packers being the Buccaneers earlier in the season. Never mind. Like, I want to go like, oh, these teams would be playing their backup, so upset. But if it's going to determine playoff seeding, obviously coaches won't be that stubborn and bench their players. They're going to play them. All right, and then no one cares about Saints and Panthers. Saints win. There we go. They're 8-9. Saints fans are going to be just like in this video, and I kind of don't blame them. I had them winning 5 in a row, losing 8 in a row, winning 2 in a row, and still missing the playoffs. Ouch. All right. The Broncos can't make the playoffs, but they can make the Chargers' life absolutely miserable. I do have the Chiefs defeating the Raiders. Raiders 7. I know a lot of people are going to look at, the Raiders aren't 7-10. Again, you go through game by game like I've been doing on their schedule. I think they'll be all right. Oh, what's up, Sam? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Is it going, roommate? I'm pretty close, my man. A week and a half away. I'm wicked excited. Hopefully we can film some videos together, do some podcasts. But anyway, you go through game by game. I think Josh McDaniels he's gonna be a fine head coach for the long run. I just think the AFC West is so stacked. Raiders finished at 7-10. I know a lot of people will say, they're gonna finish 9-8. But again, how many people actually go game by game predictions? I don't know. Oh, nice. We have an idea to pitch. Sweet. Hey, I'm up for doing a lot of stuff, so feel free to let me know if you have any plans. Yeah, successful. I know you're going to look 7-10. The Raiders were in the playoffs last year. Relax. It's a successful season. Derek Carr will probably be in the Pro Bowl. Relax. Raiders, they're going to be fine. That being said, Broncos, again, good season. I guess I must have missed a game somewhere or something. I know sometimes even when I click on it, it doesn't register. I don't know why. But so I think I had the Broncos finishing at 8-9 or maybe 9-8. But again, just like the Colts, I don't know what the slip up is there, but they aren't making the playoffs anyways. So whatever. Chargers win. Broncos, good season, but I'm sorry. Russell Wilson's going to play great. It's really everything but Russell Wilson. It's the tight end and the running back room is what I'm concerned of. I've heard a lot of positive things about Javonte Williams, and I think he'll do fine. I guess Melvin Gordon will do fine too. So I guess it's really receiving core and tight end because you already lost Tim Patrick and Cortland Sutton is injury prone. So, all right. Patriots, Bills, it doesn't mean anything for the division. Buffalo's clinched. I had the Patriots winning earlier on in the regular season. I do think the Patriots will be playing their starters. So will the Bills. But yeah, Buffalo will win that one. And then we have to determine the two divisions up for grabs. So we already know Ravens, Bengals, and Cowboys, Eagles. No matter what happens, these 8 teams, no, 4 teams, are in the playoffs. These 4 teams are in the playoffs. Seeding is very important in this league, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we'll get rid of the NFC North first. And honestly, they're going to be playing their starters. The Giants and Commanders are not that good. Eagles and Cowboys both win via tiebreaker. The Dallas Cowboys win the division. Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah, that's right, Bruins coverage. Me and Sam, we definitely will be collabing on vids for sure. For sure. That's a definite right there. So, again, Cowboys at 11-6. Get the tiebreaker over the Eagles. That was the Eagles' first loss in the division, actually. Kind of feel bad for them, but that's all right. They're still in the playoffs. Jalen Hurts playing really well, showing he is the guy. I don't know why people doubt Jalen Hurts. Like, people like Jalen Hurts sucks. It's like Lamar Jackson hate. Is he the best thrower in the world? No, but he's such a dominant playmaker. Like, why are you hating on him? And lastly, who gets the 3rd seed? Who gets the 5th seed? Bengals, Ravens in Cincinnati. I had the Ravens winning the first game in Baltimore. Obviously, why they're ahead. But I do think Sunday Night Football, division on the line. The Bengals defeat the Ravens. And the defending AFC champions go into the playoffs as the 3rd seed. All right, let's go into the playoffs. All right, so we made it this far. We're in the playoffs again. In the playoffs, Bills are the 1 seed at 14-3. Chargers the 2 seed at 13-4. The Bengals are the 3rd seed at 13-4. Also, and the Titans the 4th seed at 10-6. 5th seed is the Chiefs at 12-5. Ravens the 6th seed at 12-5. The Patriots the 7th seed at 11-6. And in the NFC, 49ers, the 1 seed at 15-2. Okay, I think maybe I am overrating the 49ers just a smidge. I did have them beating the 49ers and the Packers, so we'll see. Maybe I am too high on the 49ers, but whatever. We're rolling with it. The Rams are the 5th seed at, well, we'll do it in order. So 49ers 15-2 1st seed, Packers 14-3 2nd seed, Bucks 3rd seed at 14-3. Packers have the tiebreaker over the Bucks, and the Cowboys with the tiebreaker over the Eagles at 11-6. They're the 4th seed. 5th seed Rams at 14-3. Man, having a 14-3 team as a 5th seed is just criminal. Like, everyone's gonna be like, why are the Cowboys the 4th seed? Which I kind of get. I kind of get that. Vikings 6th seed at 12-4, and the Eagles the 7th seed at 11-6. Let's go through the playoff bracket. We've been doing AFC side first for everything. Let's go NFC side first. All right. And we're going to let's just do it by games where I think will be the most predictable. The Packers are going to destroy the Eagles. I'm sorry, Vikings and Eagles. Great seasons, but no, you're not beating the top dogs. Cowboys, again, good season, but I'm going to give the real 4th seed the win, the Rams. I guess we'll choose by division. In the AFC, Chiefs will defeat the Titans. And so Tennessee losing 3 straight home playoff games. Good Lord. Sorry, Titans. Chargers and Patriots. I want to say Bengals, Ravens for last. My God. That Chargers-Patriots game could go either way. It could go either way. It really could. I'm going to say I could totally see the Patriots pulling off the upset. But Chargers win. 24-21. It will be a defensive masterclass. Like Joey Bosa will probably have 2 or 3 sacks. Matthew Judon will probably have 2 or 3 sacks. It's going to be a bloodbath, but the Chargers win 24-21. And then down to the last game, Bengals versus Ravens. Bengals, they only made the playoffs once since 2015, and that was, of course, last year. It's becoming a yearly tradition now in Ohio. Do they repeat as AFC champs, though? I guess the first question is, can they get past the Ravens? They won in Week 18 for home field advantage. And a lot of the times when teams replay each other the following week in the wild card round, if NFL history serves me right, about 85% of the time the team that loses Week 18 wins in the playoffs. So by that logic, the Ravens win. Okay, not just by that logic alone, but literally, man, I don't know. Like I mentioned with Jalen Hurts a couple minutes ago, I don't know why people are constantly doubting Lamar Jackson. I thought that wild card game against the Titans proved he was legit a couple years ago. This is the game that Lamar Jackson is going to show that he is truly an elite quarterback. People will stop calling him a running back. He's going to get his respect on the league, all right? We'll go with that. Oh, my goodness. And I just realized we're going to have Bills. Okay, so Bills, Ravens, and 49ers, Rams. Holy crap. Okay. Wow, this is exciting. All right. Ravens, listen, great season, but just like in 2020, you're going to fall the Bills Mafia on the road in the divisional round. I'm sorry, Ravens, but tough decisions have to be made here. It'll be a closer game this time around, but I still think the Bills will win. Josh Allen should throw well over 300 yards. Hopefully Gabriel Davis has another fantastic playoff run. Chiefs and Chargers. Beating the Patriots is a start, but you need to beat the Chiefs, I think, to prove that you're legit contenders. They do have home field advantage, and the Chargers and Chiefs split the regular season. Oh my goodness. Who am I picking? I don't know. Like right now, looking at these matchups, I felt like the Bills will easily beat the Ravens. But like that was not even easily. It's just I feel confident that they'll beat the Ravens. But these next 3 games to predict are so hard. Oh, it's making my head hurt. But my head hurts, but in a good way. I have a good headache because I'm scrambling on who I need to predict to win these games. I will be rooting for the Chargers if this does happen, by the way. I will be the biggest Chargers bandwagon in history. I will be rooting for the Chargers so much. But their time has not come. Bills versus Chiefs for the 3rd year in a row. 2nd year out of 3 years in the AFC Championship game. Buccaneers and Packers. I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. Green Bay, you have been terrible in the playoffs the past few years. I can't lie. Since you've won the Super Bowl in 2010, you have been underperforming in the playoffs. Here's your chance to get your redemption on Tom Brady. after he defeated you on home field in the 2020 playoffs. So guess what? It ain't happening. Tom Brady marching right into a Lambeau Field again. And just like in 2020, 27-24, Buccaneers win. Last second defensive stop. At least they won a playoff game this year, unlike last year, but still. And the 49ers at 15-2, the shock of the league. Who's winning MVP? Trey Lance is MVP. Okay, not actually. I guess I could kind of do my awards afterwards, or at least my MVP. And I'll do MVP offensive and defensive player after all the predictions. Trey Lance, I'm not going to say Trey Lance is going to win MVP, but he's going to have a very good season. And I think he is the future of this league. And I mean that honestly with you. I do think Trey Lance is going to have a phenomenal career. I think as much as I love Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence, I have no issue with saying that Trey Lance will be, especially in a couple of years, he'll be far and away the best quarterback out of the 2021 class. And I have no shame in saying that. If I'm wrong, I'll instantly regret it. A lot of people have questions around Trey Lance, and I understand that. I think he's going to have a great year. However, in his first ever playoff game, he's going to struggle. Aaron Donald's going to pressure him. The Rams secondary is going to make him to do terrible decisions. And Trey Lance can only do so much. And it's Matthew Stafford to Cooper Kupp with the game on the line. Oh, you better believe it. 28-24, the Rams upset the 49ers in Santa Clara. Bucks, Rams. Wow. So, look at this. These are two divisional round matchups from last year as the AFC and NFC championship game. The Los Angeles Rams, you thought you put Tom Brady in retirement, and Brady did retire for 2 weeks, but he unretired, wanting that redemption against Sean McVay's club. And I'm here to tell you that the Rams are going to put Tom Brady in retirement for good. I truly believe that after this season, Tom Brady is done. He's already retired once. The next time is going to be the last time. Rams win in Tampa Bay. I'm not saying it's a script, but just like last year, 30-27. Game-winning field goal by former Buccaneer kicker Matthew Gay. The Rams are heading back to the Super Bowl. Will the same thing happen with the Chiefs and the Bills, though? The Chiefs crushing the Bills' spirits in 2020, but that's okay. The Bills were a young and hungry team. The following season, the Chiefs, they were beatable. The Bills had the lead with 13 seconds left. They failed on defense. The final 13 seconds of regulation and at the start of overtime after losing the coin toss. Chiefs win off a walk-off Travis Kelce touchdown. Here's the thing. Those two games were in Arrowhead Stadium. As we headed to Ralph Wilson Stadium, a place where the Buffalo Bills are 3-0 in the playoffs during the Josh Allen era. It's time. Bills defeat the Chiefs 34-31. Not going to say in overtime. But the Bills defeat the Chiefs 34-31. Bills, Rams, Super Bowl. Imagine the storylines. Von Miller, after winning a Super Bowl with the Rams, trying to defeat them to win his third ring. Sean McVay, before turning 40, trying to become one of the NFL's all-time great coaches in this league. Matthew Stafford, already a borderline Hall of Famer, trying to assure it. But the Buffalo Bills, man, they made it to 4 straight Super Bowls in the 1990s. They didn't win any one of them. They didn't make the playoffs for almost 20 years. I actually think it was 20 years they missed out on the playoffs. No, it was 18. 18 straight years without making the playoffs. They drafted, finally, after J.P. Lossman, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Tyrod Taylor, Kyle Orton, they finally found their franchise guy in Josh Allen. It took some time to develop him, but they developed him. And here they are. With that, they had to draft Gabriel Davis. They had to draft Dawson Knox. They had to acquire Stephon Diggs. They had to acquire guys like Von Miller. They had to draft guys like Ed Oliver. They've had to develop guys like Tremaine Phillips, Matt Milano. Fantastic storylines coming into this game. And with the final score of, I'm actually going to say this is going to be a little bit low scoring to your surprise. With the low score of 21-17, I know, low scoring. The Super Bowl, I'm really making this as dramatic as possible. The Super Bowl 57 champions at Allegiant Stadium goes to the team who has I'm trying to name a practice squad player from this particular team. Let's see if you guys can guess it. But I'm kind of pumped up right now that that's not happening. So, with a final score of 21-17, winning the Super Bowl for the first time in franchise history, it's the Buffalo Bills. Bills Mafia? Your team was founded in 1960. You've had a lot of great seasons with Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Bruce Smith. You've had a lot of garbage teams with J.P. Lossman and, oh my God. Again, just any team between 2000 to 2016 was awful for the Bills. But again, you had to suck, and you had to suck for a long time. But in due time, you made the right decision. You drafted Josh Allen over Josh Rosen. And 4 years later, you've won your first Super Bowl. Congratulations to Sean McDermott winning his first ever ring. Sean McVay goes to 1-2 Super Bowl record. I could very well see the Rams winning. I could very well see the Bills and Rams not being in the Super Bowl. But guess what? That's my prediction. And that is the end of this marathon video. Filmed for well over 2 hours. I started at 7:30 Eastern Time. I've been rambling on about football for almost 2 hours and 20 minutes. Just to say the Buffalo Bills defeat the Los Angeles Rams 21-18 in the Super Bowl. I could have done this in 5 minutes. I could have done all my predictions off camera, and I could have just predicted the playoffs. But that's not fun. I love to talk about the regular season. I wouldn't be able to talk about the Jaguars if we didn't talk about the regular season. I wouldn't have got to, have all those dramatic finishes. Oh, will the Dolphins make the playoffs? Will the Broncos sneak into the playoffs? Of course they didn't. But this was a lot of fun. Hopefully I can do this again next year. A lot of you guys just tuned in. You guys tuned in halfway through. Yes, I think even a couple of you stayed throughout the whole thing. So whether you're just tuning in now or you've been with me since I started the predictions back in week 1, thank you so much for watching. This honestly is kind of one of my favorite videos I think I've ever done. Like I said, I've only did this one other time and it lasted 4 hours. But I was doing it with 2 other people. Just shows how much I ramble. I'm by myself and I literally made this video last 2 hours and 20 minutes. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Shout out to Bills Mafia. If my prediction is correct, you're winning your first ever Super Bowl. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a great season coming up. Hope you guys enjoy it. And before I head out, as I promised you guys, I would give you guys my MVP, Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is going to Aaron Donald. I think unless TJ Watt gets 22.5 sacks again, it's going to be Aaron Donald. My Offensive Player of the Year will go to, I'm tempted to say Deebo Samuel. You know what? I'm going to say Deebo Samuel. Well, let's go with that, all right? Because if I have the 49ers being 15-2 and I don't have someone like Nick Bosa or Fred Warner winning Defensive Player of the Year, I feel like it should be a 49er, and I kind of don't want to say Trey Lance. So we'll go with Deebo for Offensive Player of the Year. And for MVP, I'm going to go with Los Angeles Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert with a whopping 42 touchdowns to 9 interceptions, 4,800 plus passing yards, and a wild card win over the Patriots. That's not bad. So there you have it. Bills defeat the Rams in the Super Bowl. Justin Herbert win MVP. Offensive Player of the Year is going to Deebo Samuel. Defensive Player of the Year going to Aaron Donald. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which, yes, I will be making more videos before I head off. But I don't know if there'll be one as long as this. 2 hours and 21 minutes. I usually commentate Bruins games. It usually takes me this long to commentate a Bruins game. This was just me blabbing about football. So, fun stream. And I definitely enjoyed doing it. But can't wait to see you guys in the next video. And hopefully I didn't just announce or jinx the heck out of the Buffalo Bills. Because that would be rough if I predicted the Bills to win the Super Bowl and they just missed the playoffs. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. I know if you're a Saints and Dolphin fan, you didn't. But I'm going to head out. Grant Fluff and Fletcher Sports on saying enjoy the rest of your evening.